Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down, here comes this offense. They'll leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Using the quick game. Oh, it's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you can tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover. Nice forced turnover by the defense.
Gets set, 1st down. The give is to Miller. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. Running into the open space. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, putting him making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
To throw, it's Howard. Fires to the right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A run for the quarterback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Howard. Quickly out to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Reads it, fires complete. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah.
The ball squirts free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He caught it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I love running backs that have a nose for a goal. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. They'll toss it to the left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style, and you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're gonna.
He'll take a deep shot here. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Full wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Coming, he's going up top. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30+. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the inside kick. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
3rd down coming up.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Alabama.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today. This one from 34 yards out. And this one splits the uprights.
That makes the score Ohio State 14, Alabama 13.
They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to kick this one.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to throw, it's Howard. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
After the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
Catch in the middle, it's Tate. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator. It's a lot of DCs. They focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they are going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Running back searching for a hole. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He unleashes a long one. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Prentice.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
After that last completion, it's second down. Miller with the ball. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run, and if you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Milroe. He looks that one in nicely. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give is to Miller. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Got his man on the outside. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. So Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He's going to pass. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Comes out throwing on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Four wide out set. Three of them to the left on 2nd and 1. Dropping back, it's Howard. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Still up by 8 after the miss. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on second down.
Now on 2nd down and short. Dropping back, it's Milroe. He's got his man. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
down coming up. They keep attacking through the air. Finds his man. It's Hale. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They opt to go for two to try to tie it up right now. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Pocket starts to collapse. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game. They go 83 yards on the drive. It was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Looking to move it through the air. With the catch, it's Judkins. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Trying to convert this second and short. To the air, it's Howard. It's complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
second and short now. Quick strike complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Get it out on the screen. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Here's the handoff. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air, it's Howard. He's right on target. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 40, the 30, running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reed.
He lost one down the sideline. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Bringing it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man. Off to the races to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown Tide!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The offense set for a first down play. Takes a handoff. It's Judkins. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
At the 32-yard line. Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 35, Ohio State 21.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking to pass. It's Howard. They're working that left side. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. Offense set on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first down. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies, 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Fires to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the game. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. A designed run for the quarterback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's long. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Back to pass. It's Milroe. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And the ball comes to rest right there. Back out there. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll throw it on 1st down. That's caught. It's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You have got to be more aggressive in the passing game. We're going to have to just start taking shots.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys? This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deep as the deepest, wide as the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
To the air, it's Howard. Looking to the big tight end. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. The aerial assault continues. Caught close to the marker. It's Judkins. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
He's got it again. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Scott. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You can tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. This time it's complete. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. And the Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 19. Safety kickoff.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Alabama, 1st and 10. Will take over. 1st and 10.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Makes a connection. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.